Hey everyone, thanks for coming back for another segment of Michigan Conservative Roundtable. I'd like to thank all our new subscribers. Slowly but surely we're gaining, and we'd really like to welcome all you trolls out there that have come out of the woodwork now that your man's in the house. Welcome aboard and thanks for the minutes. Okay, so anyways, just a few weeks ago, we as a channel, Michigan Conservative Roundtable, we as a channel just passed our second year of this endeavor. And, you know, when we first started this off a little over 2 years ago, we didn't know where we were going to end up. We didn't know, in some regard, we didn't even really know what we were doing. But we had some ideas, we had some thoughts, we had some pursuits. And, you know, we've made some adjustments. And in 2 years, we're still here and we're growing. And right off the bat, I would hope that by the end of this year, we hit 1,000 because per YouTube standards, 1,000 subscribers is one of the markers they have set, along with view time and there's one other condition, and Mac knows that I don't. But in any event, you know, last year when we did our 1 year, if you recall, when we first started off, there was Mac, me, and then we had Marty. And Marty had other pursuits that he wanted to move on to. So you know, he went his way. And in the few months after Marty, we had the acquisition of Kim. And I was just kind of wondering, Kim, what are your thoughts? Was it harder? Was it easier? Were there surprises, or was there something? Oh wow, you guys do this, or oh wow, any oh wow moments?
Oh wow, I still am not good at doing solos, as you guys well know.
Well, the one you did was fine.
Still getting involved in the solo stuff. Yeah, it's
brief bio. You know, brief bio. I understand you originally were from Michigan, moved to Texas, then came back to Michigan. So
grew up in Traverse City, Michigan.
All right, Traverse City. That is what, like right here?
Right. Yep. Right up there.
Right up here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Grew up there. Did a lot of traveling around. My ex-husband was military, and lived outside of Boston, Massachusetts for a while. Moved to Texas. Ended up staying down in Texas for about 35 years. Have a ranch down there still. Was very, very involved in Texas politics. Was an activist down there in Texas politics. Have 2 sons that still live down there. Moved to Michigan to help my son out up here.
And we got lucky.
And that's why I moved to Michigan. And I'm back home. I mean, I really do feel like I'm back home because I was raised in Michigan.
And you work in the medical field.
I do.
All right. So she's our medical professional. Should anyone
45 years
ever question our medical information we share, right. A lot of it comes funneled through Kim. Right. So that works for us because you guys don't know anything. You guys aren't doctors. You guys aren't whatever. You know.
And that's true. We're not.
Yeah. You know we're just average guys, and that's really how we started this off.
And that's all we've ever claimed to be. We don't claim to speak for everyone.
Yeah, and I don't claim to speak for everyone in the medical profession. I just talk about what I'm seeing in the field.
Sure.
And I actually do work out in the fields. So what I talk about is what I'm seeing out in the fields.
All right.
So,
Mac, any thoughts on this past year?
Well, it was we've grown a great deal. I think we started the year at about 200 or so, 245 subscribers, and now we're at, as at the time of this recording, 643, down from 644 because God knows we probably said one thing someone didn't like, and that's one of the things I've learned, that we get harsher treatment from the right than we do on the left.
We're not patriotic enough.
Yeah, we're not going to do anything. We don't do anything. I would answer that as to where's your YouTube channel sharing advice, or not advice, but I'm sorry, information and commentary. A lot of keyboard warriors out there. Reference my video, Courage Without Confidence, and that, or not, I'm sorry, Courage Without Consequence, for all these people who are going to talk all the yang they do, and it's easy to do when there's no consequences at hand.
And you know, something I noticed too is now that we have an occupier in chief, the trolls.
Yeah.
They seem a bit nastier and a bit more aggressive than when President Trump was in office.
Well, the trolls will say things like, "Oh, you're fat." Yeah, I'm fat. That's pretty damn obvious.
And we're
Thanks for
old.
that comment. I'm old, yeah, which is also true. I'm 61.
And I always think back
He's
to
even
that.
older.
Yeah, by 3 weeks.
Yeah.
But
We won't talk about how much older I am.
But you know, I always go back to when we started, and we had that one guy. I forget what name he went under.
Yeah.
But he had a very provocative, probably phony profile picture. Something, you know, waist up with no clothes, and would mock us for our age and our girth, as I like to say. And you know what? My response to that individual, and perhaps others, is, well, when you're our age, let's see what you look like.
Yeah, and if you're in great shape, hey, I'll salute you.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, great. You know,
But the criticisms, my point in saying that was the criticism are always like that. You're fat, you're old, you're an idiot, you're an a-hole. Never any substantive disagreement with our comments, other than they just don't like us because we have the views we have.
You know, and the thing is that to sit on your keyboard at home in the comfort of your home is one thing, you know, but to take your time out of your day and go somewhere and do something for your country and to talk about your political views is another thing. So I encourage everybody to get out there and do something.
And if it didn't matter, they wouldn't be trying so damn hard to stop us. Everybody, almost every conservative got a ban on Facebook for about 5 or 6 days until after the inauguration.
and
Then
even
they
on
lifted
YouTube,
it.
we have to be careful what we say.
Yes.
I'm currently banned on Facebook.
Well, bravo.
Well done.
And I was going to chime in on a point, and doggone if old age crept in, and now I forgot. But in any event, just for the sake of all our new subscribers, I'm prior service, U.S. Army, served 6 years, 10 months, 11 days. My active duty years were back in the 1980s during the Cold War, and I had the opportunity, and I say opportunity, to do many surveillance missions on the East German border. And if there's a drum I've beat in my life since, I beat that drum of, I wish everyone could have seen what I saw. And I'm getting goosebumps. I get goosebumps every time I talk about it. But I really wish people could see the evil of communism. And my fear is, I see us today creeping to what I saw on the East German border, and it concerns me. I don't know if I'm scared to death right now, but I am concerned that we are creeping to what I saw on the East German border. Yeah. And that's what drives me in this pursuit. Yeah. Okay.
And part of what drives me is, you know, the open borders. Having seen what I saw in Texas on the borders, it's not anything like what we're being told on the news channels. And I mean, even the most conservative news channels are not telling what's going on those borders. They're not telling you about the ranchers that are dying on those borders from the cartels. They're not telling you, you're not seeing the pictures of the trucks that are being shot up with the people and the American citizens. Mm-hmm. They're not telling you. And like I said, I've been on the border, I've seen it, and it's my drive. And my drive is my grandkids and my children, that they have a free country to live in.
Right.
All right. Any other thoughts?
Nope.
In closing, in wrap-up, and I just wanted to identify Mac here as the man of social media platforms. Yeah, he is so much more adept at navigating those sites. Heck, my wife understands these media sites better than I do, and I consider myself half decent on the computer. But Mac here is our social media whiz, so a lot of times you guys might find yourself, when you're communicating with us, he could be speaking on our behalf, most likely.
Yes.
You know, so that's it. We've rambled. If you're still watching, great. Thanks for hanging tough in there with us. What we've noticed is we're lucky to get not even, we're not even averaging a 50% view time on our videos. So if you're still here watching, big hugs and kisses for you, all right? So anyways, that's it. See you in the next one. As always, be safe. Watch your six. And don't tread on me.